Okay, I request Mrs. Karnasri, you please start the session.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. As the participants are still joining, Narayana sir, before the commencement of the program, let's have a video promo of our college, Balaji Institute of Technology and Science. Could you, sir? Over to you, sir.
Balaji Institute of Technology and Science, Wi-Fi enabled lush green campus spread over 80 acres, highly committed doctoral faculty with research laboratories, first and only best engineering college securing highest placements in Telangana, 100% placement assistance with 250 plus students placed in 2017-18. Tie-ups with 100 plus companies to achieve 100% placements. Conducting guest lectures with IIT and NIT professors. For placement details, visit www.bitswgl.ac.in. Spacious and well-stocked library with national and international journal. Conducive academic environment with traditional approach. R&D lab for new innovation in engineering. Separate boys and girls hostels within campus. Choose BITS for assured placements. Balaji Institute of Technology and Science, Lakanapalli, Narsampet Road, Warangal.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Balaji Fraternity, I, A. Karunasri, coordinator of this webinar, genially welcome Chairman of Balaji Group of Institutions, Dr. A. Rajendra Prasad Reddy, sir, Secretary, Dr. G. Rajeshwar Reddy, sir, Principal of Balaji Institute of Technology and Science, Dr. V.S. Hariharan, sir, Head of Humanities and Sciences Department and convener of today's program, Dr. V. Narayana, sir, today's resource person, Brahmakumari, Sister Lavanya, advisor of our department, Dr. V. Sudhakar Rao, sir, heads of the departments, faculty friends, and all the participants for the inaugural ceremony of today national level online webinar on grooming students with facets of life skills and communication skills, a vital requisite for success. This webinar is being organized by Department of English from Humanities and Sciences. Now, I request Dr. V. Sudhakar Rao, sir, Associate Professor of English, to present a brief report of our Balaji Group, our college, and our department. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, all. I'm privileged and very much delighted to give a brief account of the group of institutions and then college, and also about our department. At the outset, I would like to make you aware of magnanimous Balaji Group of institutions. Balaji Group consists of various reputed institutions in a vast campus and also in and around Narsampet, namely Balaji Institute of Technology and Science, Balaji Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Balaji Institute of Management Sciences, Balaji Institute of Nursing, Balaji Institute of Education, and also degree colleges and junior colleges, and Balaji integrated techno schools. Various professional and non-professional courses are offered through all these colleges. We furnish magnificent infrastructure, state-of-art labs, hostels for boys and girls, and all the transportation facilities. Balaji Group of institutions are spearheaded by eminent personalities, Dr. A. Rajendra Prasad Reddy Garu, the chairman, and Dr. G. Rajeshwar Reddy Garu, the secretary of the society. We are all guided by our beloved principal, Dr. V.S. Hariharan Garu, and our head of the department, Dr. V. Narayan Garu, who is also the convener of this webinar. The host college of this webinar, Balaji Institute of Technology and Science, established in 2001 beside Warangal Narsampet Highway, offers courses in civil engineering, mechanical engineering, computer science and engineering, electronics and communication engineering, electrical and electronics engineering. along with the diploma courses. From this year onwards, we are offering 2 more courses, that is computer science in CSIT and also in artificial intelligence. The college is accredited by NBA and NAC. Our college is considered as one of the premier institutes in Warangal and surrounding districts. As the Department of Humanities and Sciences is organizing the program, it's my primary responsibility to brief you all on the department. The Department of Humanities and Sciences was established in 2001, the year of inception of the college. The department imparts knowledge in the subjects such as mathematics, physics, chemistry, English, environmental sciences, and gender sensitization. Well-equipped laboratories such as engineering physics lab, engineering chemistry lab, and engineering communication, English communication skills lab, advanced English communication skills lab are also established, through which the training is provided to students to succeed in campus recruitment drives and in all competitive examinations. So this is all a brief account of our college. So thank you all for giving this opportunity. Thank you, madam. Over to Karunasri, madam.
Thank you, sir. Now I request head of our department and today's program convener, Dr. V. Narayana sir, to speak few words on this inaugural session of webinar. Over to you, Narayana sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected Chairman, Dr. A. Rajendra Prasad Reddy Garu, and respected Principal, Dr. V.S. Aryan Garu, and today's resource person, Sister B.K. Lavanya Garu, Spiritual Counselor, Rajyoga Meditation Trainer, and coordinators of today national webinar in English. The title is Grooming Students with the Facets of Life Skills and Communication, a vital requisite for success. The title is very interesting. You proved that you are English faculty. So the coordinators of English, Dr. V. Sudhakar Garu and Mrs. Karnasri ma'am, and all the participants registered across the India. Good morning to all of you. On behalf of Humanities and Science, Balaji Institute of Technology and Science, Narsampet, this is the 4th national webinar which we are organizing from our college. As our college located in rural, but our management always ready to encourage and giving continuous guidance to organize these national level webinars and FDPs. Last month, we have conducted one national FDP on basic sciences and humanities, where we covered mathematics, physics, chemistry, and English. Later, we discussed why don't we plan for individual webinars like mathematics, physics, chemistry, English. So in the same way, we planned and we have already organized physics webinar, and today chemistry webinar also completed, and today we started this English webinar. I'm very thankful to today's resource person, Sister B.K. Lavanya Garu, Spiritual Counselor. Madam having 21 years of experience to guide many students and professionals regarding spiritual. She's a spiritual counselor, Rajyoga meditation trainer. Today's topic is regarding the stress management. Yes, really nowadays everybody, even during the lockdown also, most of them they are busy with work from home, and also some are they are going and doing the work. Nowadays, because of stress, it is found that so many health issues are coming. Now this is the right time. Really, I congratulate today's coordinators, Dr. V. Sudhakar Garu and Mrs. Karnasri. They brought this beautiful webinar into the picture. Because of you and the support by the management, today we are organizing this national webinar and stress management. So I hope all the participants please make use of today's lecture. If you have any queries, you can write your name, address, designation, college name in the YouTube chat box. Our faculty are ready. Whatever the questions you are going to post in the YouTube chat box, at the end, Sister B.K. Lavanya Garu, she will be delivered and she will be cleared your queries. With this, I'll thank the management for your continuous guidance and support to organize this beautiful program. Without your support, it is highly impossible. With this, I thank the coordinators for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. With the support and guidance of management and HOD, we could do this. Thank you, sir. Now I request the principal of our college, Dr. V.S. Hariharan, sir, to voice his message. Sir,
Honorable Chair, Honorable Chairman of Balaji Group of Institutions, Dr. A. Rajendra Prasad Reddy Garu, and Secretary, Dr. G. Rajesh Reddy Garu, and respected resource persons for this 2 days national webinar, which is being conducted by the English Department of Humanities and Sciences of BITS College. BK Lavanya sister, so spiritual counselor, Rajyoga meditation trainer, and Dr. V. Sudhagar Rao, associate professor of English Department of BITS College, who is having a topic on grammar through humor, which is going to be conducted tomorrow. And convener of this webinar, Dr. V. Narayana, coordinators, Dr. V. Sudhagar Rao and Mrs. A. Karnasri Madam, and participants, very good morning to one and all. So it's very happy to note that the Humanities and Sciences Department of our college is organizing a number of webinars on physics, chemistry, English, etc. So in this connection, today's webinar, which is on stress management and emotional immunity, so by Sister Lavanya, which will be, because it is, to some extent, it is a right time where present situation, and normally everyone knows that emotions are more contagious than the virus. Because normally the human emotional systems are socially oriented, where the negativity that has to be stopped. So, okay. So I hope all the participants, both the faculty as well as the students, will make use of this webinar, and I request everyone to listen the speech of Lavanya sister. I thank Lavanya sister for accepting our invitation and being a speaker of today's webinar. And once again, I appreciate the department for organizing the webinars useful for the students as well as the faculty. Thank you. Over to Mrs. Karnasri Madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. As you were telling, emotions are really contagious than virus. I think we lose that after listening to this webinar. Thank you, sir. Now I request a remarkable person and a renowned doctor at Narsampet, chairman of our Balaji Group of Institutions, Dr. A. Rajendra Prasad Reddy, sir, to voice your message. Over to you, sir.
Respected principal, Balaji Institute of Technology and Science, and respected today's guest speaker, respected Lavanya Kaigaru, and respected faculty and other participants. Good morning, everybody. In fact, I appreciate my department, and particularly Department of Humanities, for conducting this wonderful program, which is very essential and needy this particular time. As just now other speakers told, everybody is under stress. A variety of course, other than COVID times, also everybody is under stress. Maybe a different kind of stress, if pertaining to different for each other. But whatever the kind of the stress, unless we relieved of the stress, the quality work will not come out. Those who work without stress. Cons- Aims and hello.
Yes, sir, it is audible, sir.
Aims and objects of the work, the purpose will not be solved. I had its interaction with Brahma Kumaris. Really, the Brahma Kumaris, they are doing a lot of service to the society by managing the society with stress management. Voluntarily, they are doing. And today, I hope today's session by Lavanya is very useful to our teachers and other participants. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for making your presence with us. Thank you, sir. Now, before inviting our resource person to proceed to the session, I feel pleasure to introduce our today's resource person. Brahma Kumari Lavanya sister. She is a spiritual counselor, Rajyoga meditation trainer. She was born and brought up in Warangal. She has completed her education at Kakatiya University and Annamalai University. She has completed her MSc Psychology, MBA, post-graduation diploma in counseling and spiritual health. She is the coordinator of Brahma Kumari's Eluru division. She is associated with the Brahma Kumari's organization for the past 33 years since childhood. She has dedicated her life in Brahma Kumari's organization in the year 1999 to serve the society for the cause of humanity. Brahma Kumari Lavanya is a spiritual counselor and motivational speaker. She is creative, innovative in nature, and her messages are current, meaningful, inspirative, and reveal the divine versions of God. She has delivered many lectures, more than 500 lectures on money, spiritual health, strengthen spiritual health and happy life. And this Vishwavidyalaya is actually, it's a spiritual organization with its international headquarters, which is at Mount Abu. And I hope this session surely imparts us life skills and on the topic of today's webinar. Madam, really a privilege to have you with us, madam. Over to you, madam. I request you to proceed this session.
Okay. Thank you for inviting me. First, let me share the PowerPoint presentation. Madam, I have to share the PowerPoint.
Madam, it is enabled, ma'am, please.
Okay. Om
Yeah,
Shanti.
madam.
Okay. Is my voice audible?
Madam, yes, it is audible and visible.
Okay. Om Shanti. Greetings of peace to one and all, and very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all to this webinar on stress management and emotional immunity. Student life is an age of discovery and dreams. It is just like a little bird which has broken out of its egg and is eagerly waiting to spread its wings in the open air of freedom and space. But at the same time, a student has a lot of stress in his life. Today, we see elderly people, our parents, they tend to idealize their college experience and remember that pleasant time as a very beautiful moment where they had very few worries and very few responsibilities. But to continue college in these days, a student has to face so many kinds of situations. Need to perform, career choice, competition for grades, and fear of losing something. All these are causing stress. So if we try to analyze them, and if we try to completely clear all our anticipations about stress, then definitely we will lead a life full of happiness and full of success. So in this session, I would like to share with you all the golden principles of managing stress. So before to that, let me tell you what is the meaning of stress. So this is a very famous definition given by Dr. Hans Seil, who is the famous founding father of stress research. He says stress is any external or internal event or a stimulus that has an undesirable or a harmful effect on our mind and body. That means stress is not always external. Usually we think that exams, pressures, competitions, all these cause stress to a student. But internal factors like fear, anxiety, anger, they also contribute to stress. And sometimes even there is no situation, means even there is no unpleasant situation, people tend to feel stress. I will give you an example. A person got a lottery of 1 crore rupees, and it was a difficult situation for the family members to reveal or break the news to him because he was a heart patient. So they consulted his doctor and they explained the situation to him. So the doctor said, it's very simple. You send him to me. I will reveal this news in an indirect way. So that man went to the doctor, and the doctor in the initial stage, he inquired his health, he has done a primary checkup, everything. And then they entered into the casual discussing matters. And he asked, suppose, imagine if you get a lottery of 1 lakh rupees, what are you going to do with that money? Then this man, he said, I will change the entire furniture of my house because I was waiting for that moment. The doctor then asked, so if you get a lottery of 10 lakhs rupees, then what are you going to do? This man said, I will definitely buy a car for myself. The doctor subsequently went on and asked, if you get a lottery of 25 lakh rupees, then what are you going to do with it? Then this man thought for a while and said, I will definitely buy a plot for my daughter. And this went on. And finally, the doctor asked, if you win a lottery of 1 crore rupees, what will you do? The poor man said, Doctor, I never imagined I will never get such a big lottery. But the doctor persisted and said, in case if you win, if you get a lottery of 1 crore rupees, what are you going to do with that money? So this man said, since doctor, you are persisting me, I will imagine. And after a few moments, he said, if I get a lottery of 1 crore rupees, then definitely I am going to give half of the amount to you. And the doctor got a heart attack. See, this is the case. The doctor was unable to manage or handle his own self. Means extreme pleasurable situations may also lead to stress. And let us see what are the causes of stress and what are the signs we experience in our body physically and mentally when we are in stress. So these are some of the physical signs and mental signs of stress, wherein we experience increased heart rate, high blood pressure, stomach and digestive disturbances, insomnia, sleeplessness, ulcers, alcoholism, headaches, and few mental signs like fear, insecurity feeling, lack of humor. It is a condition where people cannot laugh, people cannot smile, they cannot express their internal good feelings too. So this is a vulnerable condition and lack of concentration. And the next is the TAT, T-A-T-T. It means tired all the time, tired all the time. From morning till evening, when they are in stress, when they are experiencing that stress, they are all the time tired. And irritation, worry, pain. So these are some of the mental signs of stress. Now, if we look at man's life, it's just like a life in a puzzle, from the family, from the workplace, and in the world. Workplace, in the sense, it could be a college for a student, it could be a business area for a person working, or it could be an organization where he is working. So, all these three areas, daily we rotate. We move from one place to the other. So we usually complain about so many things in family, in workplace, and also in the world. So this is a chain. Now where we have to start reducing our stress so that we can be stress free everywhere. So in this figure, if you keenly see and observe where to reduce the stress. Do you think that if we reduce the stress in the family, we can be happy at the workplace and also in the society? No, it cannot happen like that. Or if you think that if I reduce the stress at my workplace or in my college, if I have no tension, then I can be happy in the society and at the same time I can enjoy with my family. No, this can also not happen because we are not looking at the source. We are only cutting the branches. If we totally observe this figure, we have to reduce the stress here. It is I. We should start reducing the stress from us. If I have no stress, then wherever I go, whether it is a family or a workplace or the world, I can be happy, I can remain happy, and I can make others happy. So let us start by finding the reasons how we can remain happy even in adverse situations. So here we are seeing a figure wherein we can see a small circle that is, imagine the coping capacity we are presently handling now. And the bigger circle, it is just like a situation. See, if situation is very big and our coping capacity is very low, then the gap between both of these, that is the stress. So this gap we have to reduce. There are two options to reduce the gap, either to minimize the situation or to maximize our coping capacity. Which is the most easiest one? One thing is, we are sure we cannot have control over the situation. We cannot minimize any kind of situation, because if you try your and focus on the situation, you may minimize one situation, but then by the time next one or the new situation arises. So it is always a best option to improve or to increase our coping capacity. Usually, whatever the thoughts we create, they form as our feelings. That is, our thoughts lead to feelings, and our thoughts are totally under our control. Our thoughts are our choice. If we say that thoughts leads to feelings and thoughts are under our control, then according to the mathematical equation of transitive law, if A tends to B and if A tends to C, then definitely B tends to C. That is, feelings are also under our control. We cannot blame situations, we cannot blame people around us for the way we are feeling. So definitely our thoughts and our feelings are under our control. So now, without wasting much time in this, I would like to share with you the golden principles for managing this stress, and also at the same time improving our emotional immunity. So the rule number one, taking charge of your mind. Yes, I repeat, taking charge of your mind. in any situation, we need to take charge of our mind. My first responsibility in any situation is to take care of my own state of mind, because that is what is in our control. Whatever we think, whatever we behave, it is first affecting us, because we are the first, we are the ones, we are the first ones who is going to experience that. After we experience, then only that reaches the other person. So in any kind of situation, we need to take care of our mind. Most of us believe that situations have a direct effect on our mind. We are believing this, and from ages, from years together, we are blaming the situations. And whenever a situation is not the way we wanted it to be, then we came into distress, we shouted, we created stress, we were restless, we get into angry, we get disturbed, we get irritated. So it was so easy for us to say that when situation is like this, obviously I'll get disturbed. Obviously anyone in such situation will get disturbed. So we are constantly blaming circumstances for how we were feeling. This is a victim mode of living. A victim mode of living. And that situation can be any small thing, a small fight with your sibling, or a behavior of your friend, or an exam, or a competition. It could be any small thing. But whenever and wherever the situations are not the way we wanted them to be, and whenever people are not the way we wanted them to be, we created unhappy emotions and we thought it was normal. And we started labeling so many unhealthy and unhappy emotions as normal. We are living in a generation whose vocabulary says stress is normal, anxiety is normal, depression is normal, fear is normal. So we are labeling so many unhealthy habits and unhealthy emotions as normal. And effect of that came into our body too. If someone says, I have a high blood pressure, then we say it is normal. If someone says, I'm a diabetic patient, then also people say it is normal. So we labeled so many diseases as normal. And finally, when we had conflict in our relationships, we accepted it as also normal. We said, this is also normal, it happens. So how long we are going to blame situations and people around us? And how long we are going to hold this kind of living, a victim way of living, not taking personal responsibility for our feelings, not taking charge of our mind, because situations are outside. Situations may not be favorable, but our thought can be the best thought. Once I have read a cartoon in a Times newspaper. In that cartoon, a person was lying on the hospital bed. He was totally injured, badly injured from head to toes. The body was totally covered with bandages. Even though that person was thinking, I'm the most happiest person in the world. I'm the luckiest person in the world. See, situation completely unfavorable, but his thought is the best thought. Because thoughts, they are our choice. Of course, targets, deadlines, exams, everything, whatever we are facing today, they are just stimulus. But the response, it is our choice. It is the thoughts we are choosing. So always remember, you have a choice in every situation. There is a gap between stimulus and response. You cannot live your life in an automated way and say, if situation is like this, then obviously anyone can feel like this only. Anyone will react in the same way. No, let us take personal responsibility. Let us take charge of our mind. Let us handle the state of our mind. So this is the first thing. Today we have to change the equation. We have to take control. We have to charge our own life. We have to take charge of our own life, and we should not blame situations or people around us. So when you take that personal responsibility, you will feel that power, because all the power is within you. Your mind is yours. It will obey your orders. Only the thing is, you need to realize that it is me who is creating these thoughts. Because till now we thought that someone else is responsible or some situation is provoking me to think in that way. No, it is we who are constantly choosing our thoughts at every step in our life. So choose and take charge of your mind. Here, I would like to share the practical incident happened with a person in Bihar. He was alone in his house, and suddenly, all of a sudden, what happened? Some electrical fuse accidentally it got short, and fire started. So the entire house burned. So his shop was in the front room, and the rest two rooms at the back of the shop were his house. So luckily, he somehow managed to come out of the house, and there was no one. His family members were out of the house. They were not there at that time. He came out and he was looking at the burning fire, and he was very calm. He was so peaceful. So people gathered there, and some were shouting, some were weeping, some were trying to sympathize this person, but he remains peaceful. He was so calm. He was not speaking. He was not shouting. He was not doing anything. So slowly, after a few minutes, the fire engine came. Everything was under everyone is trying to bring the situation under the control. But few people tried to speak to this person. This person did not like the words of the people who are talking to him. Immediately, he took a piece of uh, cardboard lying there, and he wrote on that, "Makan bhi jela, dukaan bhi jela, parantu Atma Vishwas nahi jela." So this was the confident feeling. This was the moment in which he expressed his feelings that my mind is totally in my control. I did not lose control. I can take charge of this situation. So in any situation, we are free, we are not dependent emotionally, we can choose our thoughts. So this is the first and the most important thing to manage our stress. We have to believe and we have to consciously exercise this, that my mind, it is my choice, my thoughts totally under my control. And the second thing, so here I want to show you the pattern how we think. See, our thoughts, they manifest in the form of our feelings. Our feelings over a period of time, they form our attitude. And our attitude reflects in our actions. And our actions constantly repeated actions become habits. And our total package of our habits, they form our personality. And finally, our personality takes us to our destiny. So if we look at this chain, our thoughts finally take us to our destiny. So let us have control over these thoughts. And second thing, to manage our stress, if we really want to reduce our workload, then divide your work, plan your work. Divide in such a way that you give importance to each and every work. You set time limit for your works, prioritize your works in urgent and important way. Give priority to the urgent and important works. And most important thing is do one work at one specific time. Do not think about the next one, because while you are doing one work, if you are trying to think about the next one, then you are spoiling the present one. So take one task at one time and do it perfectly. Do not think about the next one, and then go according to your plan. So take time to plan your works. This is called as mental filing system. You may write early in the morning in a short paper how many works you have to accomplish that day. Anyone can follow this. Not only students, but each and every person should have a plan for the day. Then we can do lot many works in a single day with single hand without any tension. And the third important thing to manage our stress is live in the present. This is the most neglected factor, because many people live either in the future or in the past. They spoil their present, thinking about the future, worrying about the future, and spending most of their precious time in the bad memories of the past. Usually people store their good memories in the pen drive and they store their bad memories in the mind. Just change the location. Life will automatically change. You try to live in the present, because in Hindi we say भूतकाल सपना है, भविष्य कल्पना है, लेकिन वर्तमान अपना है. जो अपना है उस पर हमें अपना अधिकार जमाना चाहिए. So live in the present. Present is a gift. Future is a mystery. Past is a history, but present is a gift. We need to utilize our present in a purposeful way, because this is the only time we have in our hands. We cannot save some time and use it tomorrow. All the 24 hours we have to utilize today only. You cannot save some time and save it, and you cannot add for tomorrow, or you cannot leave your time. You live each and every moment consciously, with awareness and with purpose. Because we face a lot of situations in our life. When we concentrate and when we focus on our present, then definitely it paves a way to clearly step out for the future. Here I would like to share a story of a deer. In a forest, a pregnant deer was about to give birth. So it finds a grassy field near a strong flowing river. Somehow that seems to be a safe place. And suddenly labor pain starts. At the same moment, dark clouds gather above, and the lightning starts a forest fire. The deer looks to its left side. A hunter was standing with his bow extended, pointing at her. And to her right, she spots a hungry lion approaching her. So this is the situation. Now what will the deer do? What will happen to it? Just imagine what will happen to the deer. Will it survive? Will it be able to give birth to a fawn? Will the fawn survive? Or will everything be burned to the forest fire? Or will the deer perish to the hunter's arrow? Or there is a chance of it dying a horrible death in the hands of that hungry lion. So it is totally constrained on one side with the forest fire, on other side with the flowing river, and it was totally boxed in by her natural predators. Now what does the deer do? It only focused its total attention on giving birth to a new life. And the sequence of events that followed were, see the miracle that happened. It only focused on giving birth to a new life. But what happened was, The lightning strikes and blinds the hunter. At the same moment, he releases the arrow and it zips past the deer and it strikes the hungry lion. And it started to rain heavily, and the forest fire slowly doused by the rain. And the deer, it gave birth to a healthy fawn. See, in our life too, there are moments of choice wherein we experience so many, that we are confronted on all sides by negativities, negative thoughts, and negative possibilities. Some kind of thoughts are so powerful that they overcome and they overwhelm us. But we can learn from this deer. In this moment, the deer, it has focused its total attention only on giving birth to a new life, because that was only in her hands. Rest was not in her control. Rest, she cannot do anything. And any kind of action or reaction that changed the focus of the deer would have resulted in death or disaster. So now ask yourself, where is my focus? Where am I focusing my energy? Because wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. If you are not able to concentrate in the present, then definitely you are spoiling your future. So live in the present. This is the most important thing. Concentrate on the activities which you are doing right now. So this is the third important thing. And the fourth one is, don't feel inferior by comparing yourself with others. Remember, you're always unique in this world. Nobody can play your role better than you. You're unique. By comparing, you're denying your uniqueness. By comparing yourself with others or by competing with others, you are expressing that I am not worth as you are. So never compare yourself with others. Try to enhance your capabilities, use them properly, use in a productive way. Don't focus on others. See, a flower never competes with the flower next to it. It just blooms. In the same way, just bloom wherever you are. Regardless of how talented and brilliant those around you are. Look at your own goodness, you look at your own greatness and try to admire the goodness of others. Then you will start learning to compliment instead of competing with others. So always feel and always remember that I am a unique creation of this world. I am a masterpiece of God. God has created me in a unique way. Nobody can be like me in this world. So we are all unique. Everybody has got so many specialties, so many capabilities, so many talents. Nobody can be the duplicate of the other. We are all unique in this world. So no need to compare. We all have different types of specialities and we are unique in them. So comparing demotivates us. Sometimes people feel that if I compare you with so-and-so person, then you get motivated. But actually it is demotivating the person. You need to encourage with proper words. You need to appreciate them looking at their specialities. But don't compare yourself with others or don't compare others with others. So this comparison should not be there. Only give compliment. You be creative, try to recognize your own uniqueness and try to find the specialities of other people too. So always encourage yourself. It is said comparison is the thief of joy. So never compare. And the fifth point is practice traffic control of thoughts. Traffic control of thoughts. You might have never heard about this. We were looking at the traffic control outside on the roads with the vehicles. But there is an inner traffic. Within our mind, we are looking at different kinds of thoughts clashing with each other. So let us practice traffic control. This is a kind of self-discipline, mastering our own thoughts, because if we don't control what we are thinking, then we can't have control over what we are doing, because our thoughts, they only reflect in our actions. If we don't exercise control over our thoughts, then we cannot have control over our actions also. So we need to have a practice of controlling our thoughts throughout the day. It is not that you sit for an hour, you practice meditation, or you talk to yourself, then that's over. No. For every hour, at least spare 1 minute for yourself. Even you are handling any busy schedule, or you are running towards a time, please note this. It's very important. Take 1 minute of time in every hour and sit in silence. Go inside, speak to your own self, try to reaffirm the positive thoughts that you have created early in the morning, or the thoughts that you have set for your life, or the goals that you want to achieve in your life. So try to reaffirm them in that 1 minute. When we practice such kind of breaks, it is just like taking a rest or taking a break from our schedule. Just for 1 minute, we go inside, we try to check our thoughts, we try to create some strong, powerful, positive thoughts, so that they will energize and make us, motivate us to refresh and regain the energy and do the task with enthusiasm and zeal. So this is a very interesting thing, and Brahma Kumari's members follow this technique because in our daily routine we practice this traffic control of thoughts. Wherever we are, in that fixed timings, we have some fixed timings, and in that fixed timings, we try to put all our works aside and we try to relax our mind, we try to meditate, we create positive, strong, energetic thoughts and change the environment. So that is a kind of energizing ourselves, boosting our energy throughout the day. So if you practice this, then definitely if you are going or deviating from your original track, or if you are going against your goals, then definitely you can come back, because that 1 minute of silence will make you realize what is your goal, what is your aim. So this is a very good technique, and most of the corporate sectors, they are following this technique suggested by Brahma Kumari's faculty members. They are usually playing a 1 minute music for every hour. For every 1 hour, they are playing 1 minute music. In that 1 minute music, everyone will put all their works aside and they will sit in silence. At least if they can't meditate, they create a peaceful thought that I'm relaxed, I let go of all my tension, I'm relaxed, I'm peaceful. Like this, total environment is changed and the efficiency of the people is increasing a lot with this technique. And the sixth one is stop worrying and start working on yourself. Stop worrying. Because most people are worrying about their future. What will happen to me? In this lockdown period, worry has increased to a great extent because people are worried about their future. Even the students who have passed the 10th class this year, they are worried about their future. What will happen to their future because the exams were not conducted. And students who are appearing for different competitive exams are also worried about their career, about their future, about So many things. So worrying, what will the worry do? Actually, worry, it will reduce our energy. Worry means creating a negative movie script of our own life. Yes, I repeat, creating a negative movie script of our own life, because warriors are very good script writers. See how people worry. They worry that when this will happen like this, what will I do then? If suppose if this happens, then how am I going to face it? So that has not yet happened, and they are writing their script that this may happen in their life. So warriors are best script writers, but remember, you are writing that negative movie script of your life, and you are repeatedly watching it on the screen of your mind. You're watching that movie written by yourself, that worry script on the screen of your mind. And you are creating fear each time you watch that movie. Each time you watch that movie script, that worrying thoughts, you create fear. So now realize you're the creator, you're the script writer, you're the director of your life. So what you want to watch? So try to create what you enjoy watching. So try to start creating what you enjoy watching. So this is very simple. Stop worrying. Because even if you are worrying for a failure, so what is a failure? If you face any failure, then face failure with grace. Don't worry for it. Now you have a choice in your hands. Now you can rebuild yourself. Now you can recreate yourself and represent yourself. So stop worrying and start working on yourself. This means if you miss an opportunity, don't worry for it. See, if you miss any opportunity, don't cloud your eyes with tears. Keep your mind clean so that you don't miss the next one. See, life is just like a cricket game. In a cricket game, one person is doing batting and the other is bowling. So in this life's battle, you are doing, in this life's cricket game, you are doing batting and life is throwing opportunity balls at you. If you miss one ball in a cricket game, then do you worry for that? Do you take it granted that I am a worst player? No. You say, I may miss one ball, two ball, three balls, or I may miss one over, but in the next over, I may definitely hit a six. So missing the balls doesn't matter. So missing an opportunity doesn't matter. But try to focus on the next opportunity, next ball that is coming to you. And the beauty of this life's cricket game is nobody can out you. Nobody can out you of the game. Unless and until you quit, nobody can out you. So stop worrying. Start creating your future. Start working on yourself. So this will definitely make you stress-free. And the next important thing is check how is your attitude. Let us see it. If we take a situation in a negative way, what will happen? And if we take a situation in a positive way, what is going to happen? Suppose this is the situation. In this situation, if my thinking is negative, if I am thinking in a negative way, then definitely a turmoil starts. Turmoil means what, how, when, which. So lot many. So we constantly start questioning what will happen to my future, who is going to handle me, how can I remain in this way. So lot many questions start arising in our mind if we think in a negative way in any situation. Then what happens with that? Our energy starts retarding. Our energy starts retarding. Means our mind slowly it starts decreasing its energy. And it decreases to an extent where you feel completely evaded, complete evasion stage, where you have no strength to face the situation, you are not at all ready, you are not prepared, you are not able to face any kind of situation. So this is a total evasion stage. And finally, you feel strained, and this is the result of stress. Now look how it will be when we take any situation in a positive way. If we look at the situation in a positive way, we can first understand the situation. Instead of creating a turmoil with lot many questions like what, how, why, when, we try to understand, yes, there is a problem. I need to respond to this situation in a positive way. We try to understand. When we understand, we get a clarity in our mind. So this is what has happened. This is what I have to do. I have to change. So like this clarity comes in our mind, and we would be courageous and creative enough to practically execute the problem. So when there is courage, we will be creative in executing the problem. And finally, you will experience that success. When you reach the success stage, you feel satisfied. So satisfaction. So when you consider a situation to be a problem, then you will experience stress. When you consider a situation to be an opportunity, then you will experience satisfaction. That is why they say that if you are weak, a situation becomes a problem. A situation is a problem if you are weak. And if you are balanced, a situation turns into a challenge. And if you are strong, then definitely situation becomes your opportunity. So let us positively respond to every situation. We have a choice. We can choose either positive or negative. It is up to us. Because when we are experiencing a stress, we generally tend to idealize our experience as the cause of whatever is happening outside. But in the first instance only, we have learned that our emotions are independent of the situation. So we need to maintain that clarity in our mind. We need to understand the situation and then execute the problem so that we feel satisfied. And this is the most important thing in our life, which presently we are dealing with. Take care of your emotional diet to improve emotional immunity. See, people are so much aware that not to catch people's emotional, we are so taking a lot of care not to catch people's infection. As far as the virus is concerned, we are trying not to catch people's infection. We are wearing a mask, we are maintaining social distance, we are not going into gatherings. So a lot of care is being taken so that we do not catch the infection of the virus. But what about the emotional infections we are catching in the form of fear and anxiety, for which social distancing would not help? You might be sitting alone in a room and yet catching those vibrations. So what to do for that? Like for physical immunity, we are concentrating on physical diet so that we cannot, so that we will be physically strong, and whenever something comes to us, we can fight with it and we can gain or we can cope in that situation. So physically, we are taking a lot of care, but emotionally also we need to take care, because in this moment, we should add this factor in our life, and this is the most crucial factor and most neglected one in these days. We are only taking care physically and neglecting these emotional immunity things and emotional diet. But now it is the time to concentrate on that. Because if someone is in grief for 15 to 20 days at a stretch, then definitely that is going to take toll on their body. Then if we compare our life, we are experiencing this kind of fear and anxiety from so many months, not for few hours, not for few days, but from so many months. I think the lockdown has begun before 5 months, I think. So it is almost 5 months. From 5 months, people around us, the environment, total environment, global environment of the world is vibrating at a very low energy. So we need to take care of our emotions. We need to create right thoughts. We need to speak right. We need to think right. We need to eat right, and we need to execute right. So eat right in the sense, physically we are eating so many kind of protein food, taking good minerals, and maintaining our diet. But here emotional diet, it comes through our emotions, and our emotions are created by our thoughts, and the source for our thoughts is whatever we see, whatever we listen, and whatever we read. I repeat, whatever we listen, whatever we see, and whatever we read. These three are inputs. Whatever we see, we think about it. Whatever we read, we try to think about it. Whatever we listen, we think about it. Means these are inputs. These inputs are entering our body, are entering our mind, and creating, are forming the base for our thoughts. If we are experiencing that so many negative thoughts are coming to me, I cannot control my negative thoughts, then definitely somewhere you are taking negative input in the form of negative movies or negative serials, whatever negative you are seeing throughout the day, or you are listening to negative informations, whatever the negative information, either about the virus or about the political issues happening outside the world, or you are reading some negative information through newspaper or through social media or through any other sources. So if we try to control and put a break to these sources, try to change them. If we change the input, then definitely the output will be changed. Because how the computer works, it works with a formula GIGO. Garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you give it, it will get out. So whatever the input we are giving to our mind, we are getting it through our words, through our actions, through our behavior. We are experiencing the same in our behavior. So the emotional diet needs to be maintained. If we want to be emotionally strong, if we want to improve our emotional immunity, then definitely we need to change what we see, what we watch, what we listen, and what we read. So make a rule for your life. Generally, students in these days, uh, students are mostly exposed to the social media, and social media platforms, they are offering very attractive things, and people are spending most of their time in them. So lot of digital content we are consuming today, and our mind actually cannot afford them. Our mind is not prepared to digest all that digital content. But we are not taking care of this, and we are constantly spending our time, using our energy in WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and many other social media sites. And some students, they are very much fond of the games which they play through internet. But instead of spending your much of the time in internet, go and shift your consciousness towards your inner net, from internet to inner net. If you want to really improve your emotional immunity, then you have to shift from internet to inner net. Because virus vibrations, both the virus Means the external air is catching them and external air is filled with the virus. At the same time, the air is also filled with our emotions, our vibrations. So when we create positive vibrations, then definitely we can build a strong emotional immunity in our body and we can face any kind of situation. So this is a session on life skills. This is a very beautiful life skill. We have to take care of our emotions. We have to take care of our emotional diet, which we are taking in the form of the output, in the form of an input by watching, by reading, and by listening. So now check out how I am spending my time. How you are spending your time. So if you are spending much of your time in WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever the social media you are linked with, then try to allot some time, fixed time for it. Just spend 10 to 15 minutes, maximum 15 minutes for that, and then close it. If you have control in this way, then you can use them properly. I'm not saying that you delete all your accounts from Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. No, not like that. Use them, but set a time limit. You should have a standard operating process for your life. How to operate these gadgets. You should not become a slave to these gadgets. You should use them, but use them as a master. You should have control in your hands. If you are constantly being with these gadgets and complaining that I'm unable to concentrate on my studies, I'm unable to be happy or unable to enjoy, then definitely it will happen, because the type of content you're taking inside, it will definitely show toll on your mind and body. So you need to change these three factors: how much to see, how much to read, and how much to listen. When to listen, what to listen, how much to listen, just have a control. Just create your own standard operating process. Then your life will be in your control, your emotions will be in your control. You will never complain that I'm unable to control my emotions, nothing is in my control. Now I have no other choice. I have no other option now to select. No, you have a choice. Just change your things, change your habits, change what you're choosing. So use your work, use your time, use your energy in a purposeful way. So whatever you see, whatever you read, whatever you listen, these are the most important things you need to concentrate in order to improve your emotional diet, because these are forming the basis for our emotions. And finally, we are living in an era of emails, e-malls, e-business, e-trade, e-commerce. So everything starts with E. Then why don't we incorporate Ishwar, E for Ishwar, God in our life? See, make God as your best companion, because friendship, we say it is just like it's a company. When we are using our gadgets or when we are trying to buy anything, we look at the brand, we look at the company. Then friendship it is also a company. So make God as your companion, make God as your companion, so that you will never get cheated or deceived by him. So God's company is a good company. Make God as your best friend. Share everything with him. In an incognito way, he may respond to you. So have faith in the Almighty. And finally, practice meditation. So when you practice meditation, all your energy levels, all your inner capabilities, they they come to stand. Means at present, all our powers, they are in a, what we say is, సుషుప్తావస్థలో నిద్రిస్తున్నాయి అంట. We say in Telugu, all our powers, they are sleeping in a deep sleep. So now this meditation, it will awaken all our inner powers. And meditation is very simple. We say meditation means all attention without any tension. See, if you add A before tension, you add the letter A before tension, then it becomes attention. So be attentive what you are creating in your mind and connect yourself to the highest source, the supreme power. Then you can receive, or you can experience that divine energy flowing into you. That is why we say meditation is the communion of inner light with the supreme light. So in these days where we are experiencing a lot of stress, depression, tensions, we are seeing them in everyone's life. So it is compulsory, it is a must and should that meditation should become a part of life. In fact, we have to meditate at every step throughout the day. This should not become an option. It has to be a mandatory factor in our life, because World Psychiatric Association says that there was 20% rise in mental health issues these days. Already we were living in an automated way before the virus also. Before the virus also, we used to get irritated, we used to get disturbed, we used to be angry, we used to get hurt, upset, everything was there. But in this environment, they have increased. The intensity of those emotions has increased a lot. So we need to definitely practice meditation so that our mind, our body, our brain, everything gets relaxed and our emotions are in our control. And at every step, we may think right, create positive thoughts and positive future for our life. So this is a most important factor we need to practice. In our Brahma Kumaris organization, we teach Rajyoga meditation. So this Rajyoga meditation is very simple. This is a self-talk. It's just like a counseling to the self. When someone in grief comes to you, you just start talking to them that nothing will happen, everything is going to be fine, no, don't worry. You start speaking to them and you try to relieve their pain. But in meditation, this is a kind of healing process, because meditation has been derived from the word mediri. Mediri means to heal. So this is a healing technique. We can heal our own emotional wounds. So meditation, it helps us, it makes us independent, emotionally independent, and it helps us in healing our own emotional wounds. So we slowly create some thoughts and we try to experience them. In meditation, we think, we feel, and we visualize. So I would like you all to practice this for 3 minutes now. So I request everyone to please sit in your place with your back straight in an erect position. Relax your mind. Just sit in a disciplined position, and for 3 minutes, just turn your attention inwards. I'm going to give you some thoughts. I'm going to guide you with few thoughts. I'll speak slowly so that between each thought, you have the time to experience it. So what we are going to do is, we are going to take our mind into our inner world, and we are going to connect our mind with the supreme power God, and we are going to activate or charge our own self. Okay? If you want, you may close your eyes, but it is not compulsory. It's your wish, but just concentrate and visualize what you are thinking. I will guide you what to think. Om Shanti. Turn your attention inwards. Withdraw yourself from the external surroundings. I look at my thoughts gently flowing out in the form of vibrations. Till now, I was thinking that my thoughts are not in my control and someone else is responsible for my feelings. But now I realize that I am the master of my thoughts. I am the master of my mind. I am the creator of my thoughts. I am a powerful being. My every thought, my every word, and my every action is going to be positive. I am a divine energy. I need not to compare myself with others. I am unique. I am the masterpiece of God. I am the architect of my life. Yes, all the power is within me. I am a peaceful being. Even if there is a crisis, I can still remain calm, peaceful, and stable. I am a powerful being. I experience that at every step, God's power and God's blessings shower upon me. My future is bright. I enjoy my life. I'm the happiest person. I perform each and every action with happiness. And this is taking me towards success. Almighty God is constantly radiating his powers. And I am getting charged with these powers. I am charging my soul. Now I am emotionally independent. I no more complain. I have full control over myself. And I'm totally relaxed. Totally relaxed. I let go of all the tension. I'm relaxed. I'm peaceful. Om Shanti. So in this way, if you try to meditate every day for 10 minutes, at least when you wake up, you take out 10 minutes of your day and start practicing this meditation. And also in between intervals of every 1 hour, you take out 1 minute and practice meditation. And before sleep also, you take 10 minutes to reaffirm these thoughts, create some strong, powerful thoughts, and check out your routine. If something went wrong, then delete those files in the night, and then sleep with a good thought, good positive emotion, so that you wake up with a good emotion. So this is what you have to do to manage your stress. And finally, before closing, you can see a beautiful smile on this child's face. See, a smile is a curve which makes many things straight. So whenever we smile, we are communicating so many things to the other person. So a smile is contagious. And nowadays, it is just like an oasis in a desert. So always smile. These days, when we look at people, there are 3 kinds of smiles. One is whenever you visit any shop, go to a mall, you see a commercial smile there. They very pleasingly ask you to sit, they show all the items, they talk very pleasingly. That is a commercial smile because their intention is that you should buy the item. And the second one is cosmetic smile. You can see this in posters wherever you see models, celebrities, or receptionists, air hostess. They are working and they have a motto that service with smile. So they show their smile as a duty. So that is a cosmetic smile. And the third is constipation smile. This is something interesting. People tend to smile, but they stop the smile. They don't express it on their face. They wanted to smile, but they stop out of ego or out of their position. They don't want to smile because if I smile, then the other person will take it granted and he will not respect me. So in this way, people are expressing their smiles, but our smile should be very cool. Our smile should be compassionate. Our smile should be creative. Our smile should express a cool feeling. So it should come from the heart. If you smile always, all the while, from the heart, then definitely you will experience a happy life without any stress, and definitely your smile will improve your emotional immunity too. So this is what we want to suggest you, and we hope you have really gained some information from this subject. I hope everyone will practice meditation. If you really want to practice it seriously, we, the Brahma Kumaris organizations, are everywhere in the world. In India, we have more than 6,000 branches. So we are giving our website address. You can learn your nearest Rajyoga meditation center through that website, and you can contact through our number also. So I thank all the BITS groups of technologies, BITS educational institutions for inviting me to this webinar and giving an opportunity for me to interact with all the students. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Really, the session is informative and it's really awesome. By seeing the chat box, we could say that many of the participants felt that the session is informative and session is excellent, and we were getting many comments in the chat box. And a few questions are also posted in the initially, but later you were answering to those. And sorry for the participants that there is no time now. We couldn't. Later we are going to have some more sessions with Brahma Kumaris. Surely, I hope you could get all that. And as a coordinator on behalf of Balaji Group of Institutions, I'd like to propose a vote of thanks. I firstly thank our chairman of our group, Dr. A. Rajendra Prasad Reddy sir, Secretary Dr. G. Rajeshwar Reddy sir, Principal of our Balaji Institute of Technology and Science, Dr. V.S. Hariharan sir, for their enormous support and encouragement and guidance they were giving to us to organize these such type of webinars. I owe my gratitude to our beloved head of the department, today's program convener, Dr. V. Narayana sir, also again for his continuous support he has giving to all of us to conduct these, organize these webinars. I owe my gratitude to our resource person, today's resource person, Brahma Kumari Lavanya madam, who made her presence in spite of a busy schedule. Really, the session is very informative, madam. And I also feel indebted to Brahma Kumari Kalpana madam, who referred Lavanya madam. Thank you, Kalpana madam. On this occasion, we would like to thank you also. I'm also grateful to all the heads of the departments of our college and other colleges who have attended, and my faculty friends and participants for making your gracious presence. And I hope in this session all of us have imparted life skills. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to Narayana sir.
Really, we are very thankful to Sister Ma'am. Really, we had a great session. You covered thought pattern, thoughts, feelings, attitude, action, habit, personality, and finally destination, ma'am. Really, it was heart touching to me. And also stop worrying and start working on yourself. These are the things. Really, I can say that as a HOD, I'm struggling to work. All the time I'm getting stressed by the works. But today I felt somewhat free. Unless if I practice, I can able to free from the stress. So I need more time. And and also you covered, you are unique. Really, all the time the problem with the human being is all the time they will compare with others. So that is the thing also you covered. By comparing, that is demotivating others. That also good, ma'am. Take care of yourself and take care of humanity, and these are the things. Really, we are very fortunate that we have your session, ma'am. And as a part of schedule, tomorrow we'll have another session, that is by Dr. V. Sudhakar Rao Garu, is going to cover on grammar through humor. That session will start at 11:30. And also today's feedback already we have posted in the YouTube chat box. Whatever the, I request all the participants, please fill your feedback form. Definitely we are going to take your feedback accordingly. We are going to plan better programs in future. With this, we are going to close this session. Really, I'm very thankful to ma'am for your valuable time. Actually, the class work already started. Soon, if there is a provision, definitely we'll have a one more session exclusively with the students, ma'am. That also we are planning to organize, because this session 1 hour is not enough, because you are you have so much content that all content is very useful for students, even for the faculty. Soon we'll plan, ma'am. Definitely we'll have one more session exclusively with the students and faculty. With this, I thank the ma'am for joining, Lavanya ma'am, for joining in this program. With this, I'll close this session. Thanks to the
Thank you.
coordinators and the management for giving this opportunity to organize this beautiful program. Thank you.
Thank you.